Did you see this piece in The Guardian about this? It's titled Bad Lieutenant. There was this Chicago police lieutenant who was famous for getting convictions based on confessions. And he's the guy that we sent over to Guantanamo Bay to teach them how to interrogate people. Turns out that what he did in GITMO in Abu Ghraib, first he went to Abu Ghraib in Iraq, and then he went to, or Afghanistan, wherever it is, and then he went to Guantanamo. What this guy was doing in Chicago was shackling people to the floor for 24 hours. And well, in fact, his name is Zuley, Richard Zuley, Zuley. They sent him to Guantanamo in late 2002. 25 years on the streets of Chicago. A Guardian investigation has uncovered that Zuley used similar tactics for years. We're talking prolonged shackling, family threats, demands on suspects to implicate themselves and others. That Zuley used similar tactics for years behind closed-door police stations on Chicago's poor and non-white citizens. Multiple people in prison in Illinois insist they have been wrongly convicted on the basis of coerced confessions extracted by Zuley and his colleagues. The Guardian examined thousands of court documents from Chicago and interviewed 24 people with experience at GITMO and the Chicago criminal justice system. Zuley and his colleagues shackled suspects to the wall. This is in Chicago. For extended periods, threatened their family members, and perhaps even planted evidence on them. The point was to yield confessions while even ignoring potentially exculpatory evidence. A woman in an Illinois prison who insists on her innocence, Benita Johnson, recalled Zuley and his team handcuffing her to a wall for over 24 hours in 1995 until she would implicate herself and her ex-boyfriend in a murder, while Zuley threatened her with never seeing her children again. Nearly a decade later, his interrogation plan for Mohammed al-Shalhai at Guantanamo received personal sign-off from then Defense Secretary Don Rumsfeld, but it has gone almost entirely unreported that he told the detainee that the United States had his mother in custody, that he was going to bring her to Gitmo's all-male prison. Basically, this is a rape threat. At that point, this guy started confessing to anything and everything. Confessing to places he'd never been, things he'd never done, people he'd never seen. Just don't rape my mother. Brilliant.